Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for November the 16th through to the 30th. So we are moving from Scorpio season into Sagittarius season, from water to fire. And yeah, there is a full moon, which is a lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, which is the opposite sign of Scorpio, on the 19th. So that should be a very powerful, potent energy because the eclipses do shake things up. They can reset things. So we'll see what's coming through for you guys, Virgo. So let's pull some cards. Oh, okay. We have Cup 8 and Pentacle King. Neptune, Pisces and Taurus Crown has come through for you here, Virgo. So yeah, the Cup 8, interesting that the Taurus has come through. We've just been talking about the full moon in Taurus. So, you know, the Pentacle King, I do feel like, I'm just going to put it down for the moment here for you, Virgo. This is about money. This is letting go of something that hasn't been fulfilling you in terms of work or money, or someone that has been a provider in your life of some sort. So this could even represent a bank. We also have Cup 6, Neptune, Scorpio. So there's a lot of Neptune around, interestingly. And Neptune brings in forgiveness, but also shows the need to bring in some boundaries around something. So this Cup 6 Neptune Scorpio is that this is digging deep. Something might be returning from the past, or someone might be returning from the past. And this is where you're thinking, and this could be an old cycle of money or someone that was connected to money with you. And this is where you're thinking you're wanting to move away from an old energy here, Virgo. So I actually feel like having the Pentacle King right in the centre is actually really auspicious. It's saying there's more money coming in. And so you're wanting to bring that in and not necessarily be bound by some old patterns or old energy from the past that's coming through. Now, yeah, I think this could be a childhood dream that's also returning to you as well. So let's see, we've got the Knight of Cups, lovely, coming through. Let me just shuffle a little bit more. So Virgo, this reading is for Sun, Moon and Rising. Virgos, I always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, to get a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And it is a general reading, Virgo. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And yeah, if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. The link for that is in the description box below. This is really letting go of an old and windy path that has not been working for you in terms of what has been provided for you, especially to do with who, how, and the money, and really stepping into this new energy, really listening to your heart. There's a lot of emotions around this, crossed by the King of Swords. So it's head versus heart happening here. The Two of Swords, so no wonder that there's a little bit of indecision. The Seven of Wands, but yes, deep down you're wanting to get yourself in a better position. The Moon is coming in. That does not surprise me. These two cards, the Eight of Cups and the Six of Cups, they are so connected to the Moon, it's not funny. The Lovers card coming in, so there is a choice in the near future. The High Priestess, wow. Your intuition is coming in so strongly with all of this. The Six of Swords. Six of Swords, the Strength card, and we have, the Two of Cups. Okay, so there is a very strong partnership here. I just want to pull one for Five of Swords, one more coming through with that. And at the base, we have the Empress. Wow. Okay, Virgo. So yes, very strong energy of letting go of something. And this could have been an argument of some sort. But yeah, definitely there is money here. With the Taurus, Venus, Empress is ruled by Venus and Venus rules Taurus. So this is where I think around that full moon energy that's coming in around the 19th, I think that there's some really, really positive stuff coming in around money. So that is really good. So, but there is a whole heap of other relationship energy as well here, Virgo. So we have as a situation the Knight of Cups crossed by the King of Swords. So this is where, this is quite literally head versus heart. I do feel like potentially that there is some kind of offer coming through here, but I feel like there's this energy you've walked away from in the past and now it's come back. And now you have to decide whether you want to go back into it again. And so this could represent a person, could quite literally be like a Taurus kind of energy, someone that's doesn't have to necessarily be a Taurus, but someone who's very sensual and likes a bit of luxury, could be very stubborn, someone that, is very connected to their body, but also can also be very much, like money, very good at making money. So I feel like this energy is coming back. And if this is not a person, it's something to do with money, like some kind of offer, like an offer of making money or a job offer or an old work, an old boss, someone you used to work with. It's kind of got, because Venus here, the Empress with Venus rules love. So we're seeing that in the reading, but also rules money. So we're seeing that too. So it somewhere, and those two things can be, as you know, inextricably connected. So yeah, I feel like there is a sense that your head is kind of saying one thing and your heart's saying something else, which is why you've got this Two of Swords here, which is feeling quite conflicted about something. This is an energy of indecision. There's a decision to make. Are you going to return back to this energy, or are you going to be open to it again? And I think your intuition's telling you one thing, very, very strong intuition coming in, and your head's telling you something else. And this is where the indecision comes in. But something about this, you're at the base, we have the Seven of Wands. This is you getting yourself into a better position. This is where you are really, deep down, you're wanting to get yourself, or you have been trying to get yourself into a better and stronger position. So either that's a better and stronger position to be able to say no to this energy, because this energy has got, I keep getting the words indulge or luxurious. It's hard to say no to this. It really is. It's such there's temptation with this offer that's coming through. But I feel like you're getting yourself kind of in more of an independent position here, where you're getting stronger and stronger with this Seven of Wands. And so this comes along, and it's almost like a bit of a challenge for you, Virgo, because it's kind of like, is this going to get me in a better position, or is this going to send me backwards? I don't know. So that's why I think that, there's been, with the moon in the recent past, there's a lot of confusion. A lot of things have come up and out. There could have been some kind of secret that was revealed in the past. Things that, the moon card is that hesitation, fear, indecision. It can be all of those things, and that things weren't quite revealed to you yet. So it's kind of a tricky energy to be navigating here, Virgo, because I do feel like with this Neptunian energy, there's some murkiness around it. There's, like I said, the need to define some boundaries emotionally around this. And also you can get lost in it. Once you get into this, you can just go in deep emotionally and just kind of get a little bit lost in this energy. So that's why it's like, it's tempting, because at one point, if this is a relationship, this is someone you can go deep with, someone you could have actually fallen in love with, or could fall in love with again. And this is a sense of, it's confusing, that kind of energy that comes in. Now, if this is to do with work or money, it seems to be that there are some very deep emotions around this, and it could be around your parents as well. I'm kind of getting a mother-father energy that's coming in here around some deep undercurrents that are occurring around money. And so that's where I feel like, you've done so well to get to where you are. This thing that's on offer here now, is that going to really be what is sustaining you? Is this going to get you into a better position? In the near future, we have the Lovers card. So this is a sense that, there is a lot of love here. If this is a relationship or someone that you are working through a relationship with, And the Lovers card represents a choice, and we can see that there is a choice here, and it's saying you are going to have to make, there's indecision and confusion around that, and not wanting hesitation about making a decision or a choice. But this card's coming up saying it's necessary to make a choice here, and the choice is whether you want to walk away or not, because the Eight of Cups represents walking away from an old energy that is no longer fulfilling. So I feel like this is hard because, you know, there's quite a deep, like I said, connection with this energy, this person that's coming back here. So you're presenting as the High Priestess, which is interesting because this is very highly intuitive, but also this is where you are the person. You know, someone might be saying, this is where you might feel like the one. You might be made to feel like special, very, very special, very, very important to this person, if not the most important person in this person's life. But the High Priestess is very much, you know, like I said, it's your intuition's telling you something. And so it really is, a very highly intuitive time for you. So I think with this card, with the High Priestess, this is representing you in the reading, that you kind of deep down know what is right, even though it is very hard to find those murky waters and to navigate through it. And the thing with the moon energy, and I'm seeing with the Pentacle King, he's got the moon in there as well. This could be looking at an old pattern that has been revealed to you or being shown to you, and realizing, particularly around money or around like an old relationship from the past that's coming back. And it could be related to joint finances as well, how that panned out. And this is where you kind of been given the opportunity to repattern and reset an old pattern, either about relationships or money or both. So this is where you're kind of thinking with the Six of Swords, this is the energy around you of someone is thinking of moving on. You know, this is the card of movement. So, and I do feel like this is you, Virgo. This is you wanting to move beyond this, move away. This could also be, you know, travel, movement. The Six of Swords could be, you know, you're thinking of changing jobs or you're thinking of going traveling. So there's all of that as well. But there is all this other energy, you know, there is a very strong decision here about doing things differently or following the same path. And so hopes and fears, we have the eight of strength, the strength card, which is actually represented by the courage to do something. And this is the hopes and fears because maybe you are wanting to be strong enough. Maybe you think you aren't able to be strong enough to walk away from this. So, and it can just be detaching. And moving on doesn't mean that you're actually, you know, it's detaching from an energy. So this is kind of where I see, you know, as an outcome, we've got the Two of Cups and the Five of Swords. So this is a partnership, but there's conflict that's been here. And there's been some kind of fallout. There may have been some words that have been said. And this is where, you know, if something's coming back to you and triggering or reminding you of this, this is where you kind of really need to decide whether something's worth it anymore, whether this this conflict is worth it. This could actually also be someone coming back with an apology as well, saying, I'm sorry, I hurt you, I acted wrongly, I was selfish. Someone did act in self-interest here, and it created, like I said, there was a fallout or there was a conflict, and now they're looking back to the past and going, what have I done? You know, and looking back to an old relationship going, you know, maybe I shouldn't have said or done that. It's had this negative effect. So this is where, like I said, somebody might be coming back and they might be feeling regret for some of their actions and behaviour, and, you know, asking for a bit of a second chance or asking to reconnect. And it's kind of interesting because, you know, what's happening here is you've got the Empress at the base. So she's coming in with these three cards, the Pentacle King, the Seven of Wands and the Empress, are saying, you know what, I'm bringing a lot of good stuff to Virgos at this moment, a lot of abundance, a lot of love, an opportunity to make more money. So it's really up to you. And I don't feel like it's necessarily connected to this old energy. There's a new energy that's being presented here that is actually saying it's very empowering energy. Do you want to step into this, or do you want to remain connected to the old pattern? So this is where we can say, and we're seeing that all this Taurian energy coming in, that you can reset things in those eclipses. And this is where you have a chance to reset a relationship with money and a relationship with your heart, in terms of setting a clear boundary around your heart as to what it is that you want here. So if this energy does come back, or an old pattern does come back, so this can even be presented in a new relationship where you're like, uh-oh, is this all happening again? Is this going to go down the same path? And this is where they're saying, well, you have the choice, because you have the choice to repattern. So that's a highly empowering decision. And so I kind of feel like it might have it's more to do with you than even these external people or offers that are coming in here. So ultimately what the universe is wanting to bring in for you, which is really good, Virgo, which is more love, more money, and some very clear boundaries around that. So that's actually a really positive thing that's coming through. And I love it when the Empress comes in, because she's saying it's time to reap the harvest with some really some work you've been putting in. And it's time to get those positive results. It says, it is safe to look within. As I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs, I see within myself a magnificent being, wise and beautiful. I love what I see in me. Wow, that is so beautiful, and actually really reminds me of the Hermit card, which is the Virgo energy. And yeah, if you're safe to look within, I mean, you are going to see all this amazing beauty here with the Empress and the High Priestess. So this is where maybe there's been a fear to look within because of the murkiness that has been there, some emotional debris that's still floating around unresolved from a past relationship. And actually, really going, you know what? I'm claiming my heart. I'm claiming who I am, and I am really beautiful. So yeah, I mean, either way, the Empress wants to bring more of everything to you, more love, more money. So that's great. So let's pull a charm for you, Virgo. We have beautiful. We have the cat, the little cat. And what I immediately got the word was independence coming in. Cats are funny. As you know, I've got the two cats, and they're both sleeping on my son's bunk bed at the moment in time. And they choose their spots. They go where they want. If you want to move them, they'll go back. And so it really is they have this very clear, and it's interesting watching the two of them work together, speaking of that with a partnership, because they have this kind of interesting agreement that that's my space and that's your space. There's a clear boundary that they have around their spaces. And then if one goes in the other one buffs it out. There is conflict, and that's kind of what I'm being shown for whatever reason. I'm being shown Stella and Star here with you because the cats come out, that it is a case of, it's like a Venn diagram, that if something has the boundaries have been crossed with something, this is where that's where the conflict has been. So it is around that, and it is with the cat just very much, independence. Do your own thing. Do what's right for you. So that's coming in super strong for you. And also just get, this is just random, but just get looking good. Wear some clothes. If you're having a conversation with this person, just say you have decided to detach and let somebody go or walk or move on from an energy. I think you need to look really good. So some really nice accessories, or just feeling confident when you communicate or have that conversation, even if it's not face to face. So I just think this is about you looking and feeling good. Even buy a few nice things for yourself along that way, because I'm getting your appearance and the way you look and connection to your body is really important here, Virgo, to be feeling good about that in order to get to be just feeling good about yourself. So that's also an important energy that they're showing me to come through. And also there's a little bit of sexy, sensual energy as well that's coming in with this too now, Virgo, which I think, it's about connecting in with your body, your senses, the sensory experience of your body, and really enjoying that and playing with that. So yeah, it's a nice energy to come through. So if this is a new relationship that's coming in, because they're showing me there is definitely somebody coming here, someone wanting to connect to you here. And I feel like there's something new about it, but there's someone old as well. So there could be a new relationship. There could be both things happening at once, but there could be a new, now I'm being shown that there's this nice new relationship on offer here, which is actually very physically compatible. I'm getting a lot of like nice, sensual sort of stuff together. So yeah, I think that that's actually a really important energy to connect to, whether there's a person or not. This is because Venus is wanting to bring this in. And so I feel like you might be, this is an energy of feeling really attractive and even seductive. It's kind of the word I was given, Virgo. And so enjoy that energy, flirt a little, even if it's not going to go anywhere, just come back into your body and enjoy it. So, but this is obviously this is with a good new energy that's coming in. This is not with an old energy that you're wanting to walk away from. And it may be that there's an opportunity here with a new relationship that's coming through for some of you, to be able to let go of some of those wounds from the old, some of that debris of the old. So it is very, very cute. That's not necessarily for all of you, but I do feel like that there is a nice little, even a flirtation. So if you're already thinking, oh, well, I can't do that, even a nice flirtation coming in is kind of coming, which is nice. And that really is Venus wanting to connect you to your body, to your luxury, and to some good things coming in for you. So on a bigger level, yes, it is your abundance in general. So but yeah, it's playful. It's playful, some of this energy that's coming through now. So it's not quite as confused and heavy as the first part of the reading, but it's just there's something coming in that they want you to enjoy and play with. So that's nice. So that's it, Virgo. That's it. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to look at what's coming in the near future and the future beyond with this decision, the choice that needs to be made with the Lovers card, and what's happening with this connection here of the Two of Cups, where there has been I feel like there's a new connection coming in, but there's also an old connection that you're walking away from. And so we'll pull some more cards for all that, see what's coming through with all of this, pulling some cards out for career, money, love and relationships specifically as well. We'll focus in on those three areas as well as any other intuitive messages. We have the High Priestess here, which usually means there's some very strong intuitive messages to come in along with the moon. So that's all in the extended reading, Virgo. I'm curious to see where this is going. So I'd love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Usually pin the link to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, Virgo, enjoy this energy. Listen to your heart. Listen to what your heart is saying. There's an opportunity to repattern an old energy around your heart and around money. And this is actually a really good thing. So hope you enjoyed your reading. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, because that lets YouTube know that you appreciate this content and help support the growth of the channel. Take care, Virgo.